E aí, galera? Vamos iniciar mais um episódio dessa série. Agradeço demais se puder deixar seu like. Peço que se inscreva no canal e ative o sininho para não perder nada, beleza? Vamos continuar a gameplay.
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine, a sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
Huh. That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. And calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, weren't there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out. Now this was familiar.
Hello there, my little parchment pal.
You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny, see if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then?
How dare you? Yes, I suppose so.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the rebar killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The Rebar Killer. I'd heard that name many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her. I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out. Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the criminal. How's life in the tank, Frank?
So good, Fabio.
I do believe you're my vintage.
And food for you, Fabio.
I knew you were a man of taste. Take care, Blair.
Night, night, Mr. Bright.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
These friends of yours, are they the same ones who let a stranger violate the inner sanctum of your purse? Trust me, you are much better off here. And remember, our coffee is free of charge.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's the criminals, of course. Seattle PD. Seattle PD. I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh?
Anything that screams bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew.
Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. I'll see you later.
Oh, detective, you just use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah. Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
I'm on the case. Catch you later.
Take it easy.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of. I needed to take a look at my options, figure out where to go first on my mental map of Seattle.
If it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter, Santiago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same M.O., boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because whoever did the killing at Macomb last week was an expert. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell?
Yeah, this turns out to be something I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I thought maybe we could chew the fat. Maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
Your evidence? 20 pages on the goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your beam Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll stab your lips shut.
Wheeler said you were in a good mood.
Did he?
I guess he was wrong.
Let's just say a horse came in.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Hey, old buddy. I'd like to buzz your chill just a little.
The traveler's on the road, Detective. They'll be here soon.
Ooh, I have a mighty thirst on me. Would you share a drop?
Always. Always. The ghosts don't want you joining them yet.
Ooh, you are always an inspiration. Always a pleasure, Guru. You keep it real.
The ghosts are watching and praying for you, my man.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home. Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar, the white one and the red. Show tonight. Well, what Silky called a show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting. went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
What is it this time? I'm busy.
Yeah, boss, you look, real busy. I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Evening, Reggie.
Mr. Fabian, I hope your God is being good to you, 'cause mine is to me.
Keep warm, Reggie. You never know when I might need you.
Do you hear the city, Fabian? It's waiting there for you.
Reggie, old pal, moment of your time?
It's a fine night, Mr. Fabian. A night of beauty and delight.
I got places to go, people to see.
May the night bring you the best of vibes.
Some change?
Watch your step. Spare $1? Really appreciate it.
I thought I was on the right lines already. I didn't think that was worth the effort.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
It's an investigation, Silky? Of the official kind?
Is it? Official? You mean official as in Seattle PD, or official as in Benny said so, or some other sort of official?
There was a girl, last night, here with friends and having a good time.
Listen, my friend. You know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
She's in danger, Silky. She got a death threat. Very nicely calligraphed.
A normal Seattle night, then. But this is the safest place anyone could be. You know that if you know anything.
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Is the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
I didn't see the need. I did. Oh, not the best conversationalist. Beer was cheap at the Hole in the Wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there. Verona remembered the Macon bar, and I was sure they would remember her.
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
Did you notice if she had a purse with her?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh.
I figured I needed... I wasn't gonna speak to me. Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her.
release from your daily toil. Accept.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
I didn't think that was worth the effort. I figured I needed my strength for other things. The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. Beer was cheap at the Hole in the Wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
Dead around.
Having a cold one, maybe.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. That was a mess.
I'm tracking down some partygoers as it happens. A group of young ladies. One of them was given an unwanted gift by a none-too-friendly admirer. Ring any bells?
Son of a bitch, I knew it. There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. The boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks, that's useful.
The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably as old. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. Flip, bloop, bloop, blop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after. Someone had a good night. Unless they were playing hearts. I didn't see the need. Good view of where Verona was sitting from here. So, tell me, Pockets, you see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of stale, spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. Which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. I headed down to the old Westenra Corp headquarters, a site plagued by... There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower. So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up. Yeah, I didn't think that was worth the effort. Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on. I headed down to the old Western Corps headquarters, a site plagued. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
I had a question to ask Nico about Verona, and I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you.
I remember when these were all the rage. Then when they were junk. Then when they were all the rage again. Mortals are fickle.
This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time.
I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. Now, I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark.
Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door?
I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes. That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
I'm off. Keep any interesting prizes for me.
Enjoy your detecting, detective.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else.
Oh, what a party.
Need to find a better spot.
Reginald, my friend. Hope you're not too chilly.
All is gentle, all is calm. The world flows like a stream through the forest.
Might I take a little nip?
All I have, you're most welcome to share.
Ooh, that's better. Always the good stuff with you, Reggie. Have a good night, Reggie.
Become one with the heartbeat of the city, detective.
You found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. The Dutchman didn't strike me as your kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know. You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
You may as well come clean. What have you been up to?
Nothing. And that's not my locket, that's the truth. Keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you ask for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case.
Nope, had no. Oh, that would have just brought me trouble. I didn't see the need. Not the best conversationalist.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Does the name Ravenna mean anything to you?
What? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. And I'll thank you to keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you ask for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case. What's the word, Wilbur?
Sing a lullaby.
Believe me, buddy, you don't want to hear my singing voice. Give me a moment. There's something about your neck I need to check out.
Let it suck. Suck like a little mother sucks.
Well, thank you. You won't miss it. Farewell, Marcel.
Si Fabius, say hi to Miss Mommy.
Memory is fickle.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop. Sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Don't worry, it's not a crime I care about. Not like murder or streetcar fare evasion. But how did you come to sell it? And how does it tie into our killer?
I didn't sell it, I swear. But you think the threat is real?
I have nothing that'd stick in a court of law, but I do think we're dealing with a killer.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister. Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at ATRIUM. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that. If only you'd told me of your sister's existence. My night would have been simpler, and the city wouldn't have to pay out for so much shoe leather. I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona, as so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.
Official business?
Private party. No exceptions. If you're not on the list, my hands are tied.
Tell Miss Moore it's me.
No.
You sound like a guy who got decaf instead of a double shot.
Nope. I had nothing to say.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
My therapist said we had a breakthrough. Dug out a key childhood memory. I cried. She cried. It was emotional.
That's not what I... small things, sir. I've just realized that you definitely are not on our list. Apologies.
Oh, that's a shame.
Lovely to see you again, sir. Long session today.
Same old, same old. These things are always a grind.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Thank you, citizen. Always good to know the public are behind me. Might I go in?
Of course. Enjoy your evening, Senator.
Oh, I intend to.
The artist in residence was in residence, and she never liked me being anywhere near the residence.
It's fascinating to see you here, particularly as this is a private event, and I know you weren't on the list.
This is police business, ma'am. I just have a question.
Police business? My. I do hope you read me my rights.
I just want to find Ravenna. Word is she works here, and often gets drunk, if you know what I mean.
If I knew such a girl, what she got up to in Atrium would be up to her, and not you.
Can I go look for her?
I'm not going for a law enforcement vibe tonight. I can't have you wandering through and breaking the immersion.
There is a killer on the loose, Miss Moore. I want to make sure the young lady is safe. Her sister, her twin, she's worried sick. Just need to check in with her.
A twin? I see. A matched pair, perhaps.
I guess I could introduce you. You know, so long as I know Ravenna's doing okay.
Oh, very well. She should be upstairs in the VIP area doing her job. Do not upset my guests.
Oh, I never aim to be an upset, Miss Moore.
No, you never do.
This broken glass, not yet cleaned up by Atrium's efficient staff. Recent, and I smelled something here. Fear. Fresh, sweaty, fear. Then, maybe I should get on the trail. Another metal cross. Color me unsurprised. I didn't think that was worth the effort.
I take it you're Ravenna, Miss Verona's sister.
So it seems, don't it, Detective? Same bone structure. Though it would be easier to tell if I still had a head.
Just so you know, I've imagined you with a head, because it makes conversing a lot easier. Let's see now. Any other marks or wounds on you?
From the neck down, nothing crying out for attention, saving the hole in my chest. The head you gotta take on faith. But no other obvious marks. The most common wounds on someone like me are closed with a lick.
That's true. Not the healthiest of pastimes, as I guess you found out. Killed right here on the spot, I think.
It does look like it, from my blood and my body temperature. Such a shame. Used to think I was hot, but now, cooling rapidly.
You're still warm, and the blood isn't even congealed.
Yeah, you must have missed me only by a moment or two. Sorry, I had places to be.
This guy is quiet, strong, and scentless.
Isn't he, though?
And he doesn't stay for the torturing and the screaming. He's in and out, set dressing the space.
It's real theatrical, ain't it? But next time, could he maybe use stage blood instead?
You died in the same way, right? Rebar in the heart and a bad case of neck trouble.
Sure, Detective. Just like the others. A death for a kindred. But I wasn't kindred.
Now, that's something. This is a message to my kind, not yours. So who were you really, Ravenna? Other than Verona's twin? And why did anyone want to kill you?
Look at me, Detective. I'm mortal, sure. But I'm blood doll, you know? They called me Isabella's plaything. See the pattern yet? Me, Pandora, mortals who are tied to vampires. A message from a hunter.
Maybe so. But why isn't he targeting the kindred direct? And how is he here now, 100 years after his first kills?
I don't know. But you'll catch it for me, won't you?
Well, I'll try, although it won't improve your day.
Shit happens to us all. My sister will be happy.